morning. Good morning. Just rained. Just need to get myself situated for a second. My work is over for the week. I have 3 days off because of the 4th of July. I'm getting Friday, an extra day off. Today is Friday. Give me a second. Just put stuff away. I just went to the gas station and picked up a few things. I'm gonna walk over to IHOP. There's some notes I have for our little walk today. Hopefully everyone's been doing good, staying safe, staying healthy, staying blessed. Maybe I should leave all this stuff in here. Don't make a mess. Let's see how today's live stream goes. I got some cheaper ramen for later. After I get home, kind of want to go see Supergirl again. I actually like the Supergirl movie. I know it's getting a lot of hate online. A lot of people are saying it's garbage. I don't know. I don't really care what people think online. I really don't pay attention to critics online. It's all just clickbait and hate always gets a lot of clicks. And I like Supergirl. I think Supergirl's a good movie. It's like humid. It's so humid out here. But yeah, I'm putting my stuff away, and then we're gonna start the conversation. Give me 1 second. Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back to channel Y.O.B. It's your host, Y.O.B. Just got off work today. We're gonna have a little discussion. If I can get the stuff put away. I'm planning on going to IHOP. It's been a little while since we did a live stream. Here's my notes for all of my points I'm going to talk about today. Man, I wish I brought my selfie stick. I never bring that thing. I just think it's pretentious and kind of douchey. That's why I don't like using the selfie stick. I think it's kind of douchey. But alright. Title of this is The World is Hell Living with Narcissistic Spirits. I just want to talk about narcissists today because I just been thinking about some past events that involved me and someone else, and how they kind of just betrayed me and like they stabbed me in the back, left me in the dust. And then and then when I see them, they're just kind of acting as if nothing is wrong. They're just kind of going about their day like, yeah, what's your problem? And I don't have anyone to talk to, and I don't really want to go to a therapist. I'd rather just, put my thoughts out there for like-minded people who have the same, going through the same thing, dealing with narcissistic spirits. And, I'm just, it's just life is hell living with narcissistic people, bro. It's like they don't let people live. It's like they don't let you have peace, because they're always trying to outdo you. They're always trying to take from you. They can't coexist. They have the star on top of the ornament, the tree. They got to be the head honcho. They got to be the chief. They got to show their dominance. It's like, and it disturbs the peace and the flow of everyone else. And it's like these people, they're like, I don't know, man. I think narcissists are soulless people. I think narcissistic people are very soulless. I don't really have any other description I could give, except I think narcissistic people are extremely soulless. I think, it's no, and I'm not, a spiritual person. I'm a spiritualistic person, but I'm not religious. I'm not Christian. I'm not saying when I say someone's soulless that, oh, they sold their soul to the devil. Oh, they're a spirit of Satan. Or I don't believe in all that malarkey. I think it's scientifically you could be without a spirit. I think it is scientific. When someone is soulless, it's like I feel like you don't have a conscience. I think that's really the right thing to say. I think being soulless is to have no conscience. To have a lack of self-awareness. I think that's what soulless is. I think you're really just an inanimate object. It's just kind of scary because there's so many people that are like mannequins in life that you meet. People who they're not like present, they're not conscious. And it sucks when you're a sensitive, intuitive person and you want to connect to people, you want to get to know people, and it's like, and when you get to know people, that means that you become open, you're more vulnerable, you want to express yourself honestly to your friends. How old are you? How old am I? I am 30 years old. But you want to connect to people, you want to open up, but that creates a form of vulnerability. And when there's so many people who take advantage of vulnerability, there's so many people who are cutthroat, and selfish. I'm 33. You are 33? Oh man. I like this park, but it's just like now it's just too many people here, man. It's one thing I don't like about this place. Just every 5 years I think I understand life. You don't understand life. Yeah, I definitely don't. I think the older I get, the more I'm beginning to understand. I don't think we're ever really will understand life. I don't think it's something we're ever really truly gonna understand. Man, there's so many people here today. That's the only one thing I don't like about coming here. Yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere else. I used to like going to this park, this little lake, but now it's just, I don't know. And that's another thing. As I get older, one thing about me is I get older, I just don't like people. And I know that sounds very introvert and very antisocial, but I mean, I'm comfortable with admitting that I just don't like people. I even the people I do like, I don't trust. Even people who I like, I don't trust. So it's like, I just don't really particularly like being around other people. I think everybody is just too weak-minded and just too easily influenced and persuaded. You're not special. The older you get, you want to be alone. Am the same. That's why, I'm not depressed, because I feel like it's just a natural way of life. Like, you're right. What is it? A metal Heel 8286. Yeah, I mean, I'm agreeing with you. I don't disagree with what you're saying. That's why I don't feel like depressed. I just feel like this is a natural way of life. It's just, I think the older I'm getting, the more I'm just kind of just cool with being by myself. When you're young, I think you have a desire and a desperate need to be, find connections or friends and all that. But when you spend a long time alone, I think it changes you and it makes you, stronger, more capable, more independent, happier being by yourself. You could take care of yourself. It makes you a very individualistic person, and I think that's a good thing, especially in this day and age where you can't find real people, or genuine people. Hello. Good morning. Hope you're doing okay. Just going for a little hike. It's warm outside and humid. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. Planning on going to IHOP. It's my little morning ritual. I love just getting off work and taking a little stroll over to IHOP and having some coffee. I get the classic chicken sandwich there with no bacon, no tomato, no, what is that? Buttermilk ranch? I do not like ranch. I found my little spot. I found my little sanctuary. I like this little place. It's just like, I like just places where I'm like alone. I am totally a loner. Sanj E. Quarry F1C. Hello, sup. How you doing? I got this shirt on today. It's one of my favorite shirts, Spider-Man. But yeah, I'm off work now. Got 3 days to myself. I'm just happy I don't have to work. It's been a long time since I've talked to you guys. Pink Quinny, hi, hello, good morning. The goat. Oh, thank you. the goat. What time is it over there? It is, I think, 7:40 a.m. It's like 77 degrees. It's humid as hell. I hate humidity. What's up? I'm just catching my breath for a minute. 15:02. That's what the time is where you're from. But yeah, I just wanted to make a live stream. And the topic, I just wanted to talk about narcissistic people and how narcissistic people are destroying our world, man. They're fucking it up for all of us. You in school? No. I'm working though. Yep. What country are you in? I'm in USA. I'm in USA too. I'm in the USA too. But yeah, it's just like narcissistic people are really fucking up this world, bro. It 9 p.m. here. I'm eating dinner. What are you having for dinner? I'm about to go eat. I'm about to eat dinner too. Well, I work at night, so I work the night shift. So in the morning is dinner for me. So I'm gonna go to IHOP and order something to eat. Veggies, bruh. Oh, I love veggies. I'm a vegetarian. I love veggies, even though I'm gonna have a chicken sandwich. But I'm a majority of the time I'm a vegetarian. I love tofu. I love I love all kinds of vegetarian meals. I just love vegetarian veggie. I even had those veggie patties. I love veggie burgers and stuff. Yeah, I am a pretty I'm pretty majorly a vegetarian, but sometimes I can eat beef or chicken sometimes. But I like being vegetarian. But that's cool, man. What kind of veggies? My favorite, I like Brussels sprouts. I love cauliflower, broccoli. I love steamed baked potatoes. Um, uh, I love vegetables. I love vegetables. But yeah, as I was saying, um, I have a list. I should just get the list that I have. I have a list of things so I can have points I can make. If I can find that list, unless I dropped it somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I dropped it. Man, I had a list. Oh, that sucks. Give me a second. Where did I put that list? Oh. I bet I dropped it when I was walking. Yeah, I bet I dropped my list when I was walking. Man, that sucks. Well, I could improv, but anyway, it's just funny because now someone's probably gonna see that list and be like, "What the hell?" It's like a bunch of random stuff. Um, but yeah, it's just like narcissistic people I can't stand. And narcissistic people are making it where I don't even want to be around nice people because you don't know who to trust. And when you don't know who to trust, everyone is a threat. You know, everyone that you see in life becomes a threat. So it's like I'm not an introvert by heart. I'm an extrovert. Like I love socializing. I love going out and socializing. Like I'm the type of person to go out to the city and just go to bars and go to concerts and stuff. I could have fun by myself. I could go and socialize with strangers easily. I'm not a shy person like at all. I'm not like where I'm like I could literally have a good time by myself. A lot of times I have a better time by myself, you know, but it's like I've been burnt and abused by so many narcissistic people that now I can't. I don't even trust people I like. I could like someone and still don't trust them. Like it's like that's how I am now. I'm just so guarded where I just don't have trust for anyone. Like I don't trust anyone. And I know that comes across as kind of like, oh, you're just being a Debbie Downer. Oh, you're just trying to act like you're special. Oh, you're just trying to be like, oh, listen to my problems. But it's like, guys, I don't really make a lot of live streams. I'm not, I used to do it a lot, but I don't really have the urge to because I don't, you know, and the reason I'm making this video because I just have a lot on my chest I want to just get off. And I just want to and sometimes I come back and watch these videos just to hear myself talk, because I just like putting my ideas out there. Pink Quinny says, cabbages, but enough about me. What's with the narcissist people? Okay, yeah. But yeah, um, dang, that's tough. Yeah, I mean, it is. It is tough. It is tough when you put yourself out there and you open up to people and you trust people and you love people, and then people abuse that, and it's like I don't think people understand how serious that hurts. I think people think, oh, you're just being emotional. Oh, and it's not a competition. It's not like, oh, okay, I'm such a victim. I need people to hold me, and it's like, no, I'm just saying because it does hurt. It does. I'm just saying, as someone who's went through betrayal, that it really is. Unless you're in that person's shoes, you don't understand how painful it is. And it's not a competition. It's like I'm not taking away anyone else's suffering. I'm not saying that, my suffering is more than someone else's suffering. I'm just saying it just sucks, when you give someone a chance and they betray you. And then it happens not once but a couple times, and it begins to kind of harden your heart and make you not trust anyone. But I used to feel sad about that, but I don't anymore. I feel more like I've grown and I've learned to appreciate my solitude and my isolation, and it's giving me more of a clarity, where I could see people for who they are now. Where back then it's like I felt more confused. I felt I was hurt and I was more desperate. I remember the first time I was left, or rejected, more like broken up with, ghosted, and I felt like, damn, dude, like, and then I desperately latched on to someone else, thinking like, oh, this is the one, this is the chosen one that came into my life in the right time, and then that didn't work out, and then I felt confused, and now the third time, having someone betray me, yeah, it sucks. I'm depressed. I feel like betrayed. I feel very sad, but at the same time, I feel like I'm not it's not that heavy as it used to be when someone betrayed me. I feel more like, oh, I feel more like I knew this was coming and I should have accepted the red flags that were shown to me earlier on. And and also I don't feel sad because I take this more of as a learning experience. I take it more as like I'm learning from this betrayal, and I'm just realizing that we live in a world that is filled with narcissistic personalities, and these people make like even work. Like it's just like narcissistic people suck, but it's nothing worse than being stuck with a narcissistic spirit in a living environment or in a working environment where you have to put up with them. Because I'm the type of person who's like, okay, that's your way. I really don't care. No audio. Can't hear you, bro. Is there really no audio? Is there really no audio? I'm like, is that you? What year is this? I think you muted. Dang. Is it really muted? I can't. I don't know. I feel like you might be trolling me. I didn't do anything to it, so I don't know. I think you're trolling. I'm gonna. Oh crap. Yeah, I'm sorry. I accidentally deleted the second person. But yeah, I think I'm good. Sorry if I deleted the second guy, VR7317. I wish I could fix that. I just wanted to delete the one dude who kept saying muted over and over again. That's one thing I don't like about doing live streams is that like trolls get on and then they say like you're muted, and it's just like, okay, why you're now I'm forgetting what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, just about narcissist. I just feel like people are just, not worth the time. Like I just rather learn to love myself and learn to take care of myself until the day I die. Like, we're all gonna die someday. Chicken with chocolate tastes good, by the way. What? That is the most random thing I've ever heard. But, you know, just because I don't trust people doesn't mean I can't like people. I could still like people, but trust is just a completely different thing for me now. It's like you have to earn my trust. You have to earn my loyalty. It's like I'm not gonna just give that up to anyone like I used to, and especially not if especially to those who I used to be like, oh, they're nice to me. You know, that's the type of thing I used to do is just be like open up to people like immediately if they were very kind to me or nice to me. It's just I could like you from a distance. You know, I just don't. I just been hurt too much and have too many scars to really give anybody a chance like that anymore. And then and then even at work, like it's hard to get ahead at your job at these factory jobs. I work in manufacturing. I'm a cell tech, and a backup lead, and at my job, there's cool people, and I love working with people who are cooperative and respectful. But it just takes one or two narcissists to fuck up the whole work environment. You know, because it's like they turn everyone against each other. They make a competition. They separate people. They spread rumors. You know, and it just makes the work environment toxic. They seduce people who have authority, higher ups. They talk shit about people who are vulnerable, who are the forgotten, the outcast, to raise their status. you know and even if and they will target and undermine those who have potential, who work hard, who are talented, but have a good heart, who are not coming to work trying to undermine or step on anybody's toes, who are coming to work just to pay their bills, you know, and while they're working, show other people respect and courtesy, and make their work easier. You know, narcissistic people don't like people like that. They don't like good spirited people who are just good. And that's the thing. I used to always feel weird about when people have bullied me or attacked me, is because it's like, why? What did I do to you? You don't have to do anything to them. It's just you have to. They don't like your glow. They don't like your shine. They don't like your spirit. Your good spirit irritates their demons. You know, so that's why they attack you. You know, and they're it's all and narcissistic people are incredibly fake. You know, not every fake person is a narcissist, but every narcissist is a fake person. you know, um, it's like that's why like narcissistic people love shallow conversations. They love fake environments because they could thrive. They hate honesty because that makes them stand out like a sore thumb. You know, they hate honest environments. They hate real people because real people could smell fake people from a mile away. You put a fake person in a crowd of real people, they're all gonna stop and look at them like, who is this dude? Who's this chick? Fake people. You put a narcissist in a crowd of fake people. The fake people are gonna worship the narcissist. The narcissist is probably gonna come across as the most real mother effer there. You know, because they're a chameleon. Because they have they're a strategizer. You know, they adapt other people's personas very well because they're actors. You know, and narcissistic people that are fake, they use their fakeness as a weapon. It's not just something to pass time. It's not just something just to get simple validation. It's they use it as a way to conquer others. You know, that's why I don't like going to work. You know, because I don't like dealing with people like this. You know, and it's like you could literally have feelings for someone who you don't know is a narcissist until later on, and it's like they don't even have any mercy for someone who showed nothing but love to them. You know, and this goes back to what I was saying earlier, is that, you know, I think narcissistic people are soulless. You know, and I don't like this, like, you know, this religious thing of, oh, you know, they're possessed by Lucifer and all. And no, it's not that complicated. It's just, you know, they're just they lack consciousness. They lack, you know, self-awareness. You know, their third eye is dead. I really think when your third eye is dead, you're soulless. You know, sometimes our third eye might not be all open all the way, or it might be closed. But I think when you have your third eye completely removed, that's when you're soulless. That's why I meet people in life that are not the most interesting or not the most significant people you will ever see, but they have a spirit about them that I respect because they have a third eye that's closed. You know, that just needs to be opened. But I believe some people have either sold their third eye, pretty much given up their soul for monetary gain, or they've been traumatized so hard that they had their third eye removed, violated, taken from them. You know, I think when you're traumatized as a child, that's when you have your third eye. That's when you run a high chance of having your third eye removed. And in some situations, people's third eye open up entirely through trauma. You know, so it's like I don't hate people that are soulless. I used to hate people that are soulless. I used to hate, you know, I would even call them evil. I used to call these people evil people, you know. But now I'm like, there's no such thing as evil. There's no such thing as good. There's only really just those who have their third eye, and those who have their third eye removed, who are third eye blinded, you know. Bro, what? Where are you living? I live in Illinois, near Chicago. Um, right now I'm homeless. I pretty much live in my car, and I stay with my brother and my mom from time to time. No way this guy is allowed to vote, and and thinks right and wrong isn't a thing. Well, I didn't say right and wrong isn't a thing. I said that I don't believe in good and evil. I believe that I do believe in right and wrong. You know, I just think that there's a logical reason to everything. There's a logistical reason to everything. I think when we start getting, you know, epic with words like evil and all that, you start putting this weight on things that could be explained. You know, you start making this evil and good is right and wrong. Well, yeah, I mean, right and wrong, yeah, but I don't think evil is real. I don't think good is real. I think there is right and wrong. You know, I think, you know, it's life is complicated. That's really what I'm trying to say. I don't have the answer. And I really don't have the words to, you know, explain what I'm trying to say. You know, but I understand. That doesn't make something not evil. So what about children? So what about children? People, grapes. I mean, yes. I think if someone like assaulted my child, I would look at that as evil. but that's coming from an emotional place. You know, yes, it's a vile act. It's disgusting to violate kids. But there is a logistical reason why someone would do that. I'm not saying it's right, but there is it could be a chemical imbalancement. It could be child hood trauma. And that's the thing, when you're a detective, your job is to figure out why a crime happens. You can't you don't solve crimes by saying, this is evil, this is evil. No, you solve the crime by why did this person do this, what made this person lead into this act of violence, this act of assault. That's what you do as the detective, is that you break things down into a mathematical equation rather than this mystery, this like boogeyman kind of, oh, Lucifer is evil, like in SpongeBob, like the one character, like, evil, evil. It's like, that's the we don't want to get into that. you know um no, it's not that comes from more no, it's not that comes from a moralistic thing. I want to speak fluency English like you. You need God, bro. I have God. I don't believe in Christianity, but God is the Son. We all have God. We all have God. Even people who do wicked things have God. It's just that you either could follow God or you could turn away from God. God is the Son. God is not Christianity. You need Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is not real. Jesus Christ is real Spider-Man. Spider-Man is as real as Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is a character like every other character that we've written as human beings. He's a great character. I'll give you that. I do think Jesus Christ is a great character, but he's not a real person. And I think you're more a real person than Jesus Christ. You are more real than Jesus Christ. you know, Jesus Christ is just something we should model ourselves from, and inspire to be like. Jesus Christ is not real though. Jesus Christ is not real, but he's a good character. He's a very, very cool character. I think Jesus Christ is a great character. But as long as we know he's not real, uh, but did you even know Jesus Christ was real until some Christian told you that about Jesus? And I respect. See, I don't want to argue because I respect your beliefs, though. And I do respect your beliefs. I don't want to argue with, because I do respect your beliefs, and you have the right to believe. And I find it disrespectful to denigrate your belief. Because I don't know. I don't know. Gary, I was wrong. I messed up. I need you now. You're gone. Gary, come home. Gary, come on. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. I love SpongeBob. But yeah, I don't like arguing about people's beliefs. I don't like arguing about, if you believe in God and Jesus, then I support that. You have the right. I think we all should be allowed to follow our own paths in life. And I'm not the type of person. I don't like ridiculing people. I don't get off on arguing. Because I like to believe in myself as a humble person. Where I don't think I'm that intelligent. I will tell anybody I think I'm a stupid person. I think I'm. See, the thing is, I'm aware I'm stupid. I think it's scary when people are not aware they're stupid. I'm very aware I'm stupid. There's plenty of things I could learn in life. I am not gonna ever tell anybody I'm a genius. I'm never gonna tell anybody I'm smart. It's like, no, I'm stupid. I'm learning every day. Every day I wake up, I'm learning new things. You know, the only reason I stopped is because I know there is outside forces that control morals. You legit just said Jesus Christ isn't real without any research. And I agree that I was wrong for that. I know I'm wrong. I'm just talking, you know, it's not, I don't have a script. I do agree. I shouldn't have said that he's not real. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a time traveler. Jesus could have been real, you know? But, you have to agree, he could not be real too. We don't know. So it's like, and I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying, oh, I know for a fact. It's like, hey, I don't know anything. All I know is what I've seen in my lifetime. I've been around for 30 years. I I'm not. I try to be a good person. I've done a lot of bad things. I've stolen things. I've done a lot of good things. I've helped people. I've taken care of my grandma. I've taken care of my mom. Who has cancer. And at the same time, I'm capable of doing bad things. I gossip. I've undermined people. Just for selfish gain sometimes. I'm not perfect. I'm I a lot of times hate myself more than anyone else would. Like there's a lot of times where I hate myself more than anyone else would ever hate me. You know, you're good, bro. I just don't want you think it's dumb because someone else said it. Regards to how you said to me, someone could have told me. Same goes for atheism. Jesus comes for broken and makes them whole. And I think that's beautiful. And that's thing is what you said is beautiful to me. It resonates with me, and that's why I do respect Christianity and a lot of it. And it's just and I always will come to people from my honest opinion. And it's not when I come from my honest opinion, it's not it's strictly just how I perceive the world. It's never to attack you. It's never to demoralize you or say your beliefs are meaningless. I always would say I don't know. I don't know. Howdy, cosmic dice. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Good morning. Just chilling. I'm just sitting down, relaxing, and then in a little bit, I'm gonna go walk over to IHOP and get some dinner. Even though it's morning time, I worked a night shift. The morning for me is night time, and breakfast for me is dinner time. And I don't really have the most peaceful home environment. Bro, we have talked many times. Uh, 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 I forget your I haven't done it in a while, so I forget a lot of people's um uh usernames. Yeah, I'm sorry, but welcome back. I'm gonna go IHOP soon. I'm just relaxing before I go. Just glad I'm out of work right now. When I go to IHOP, I'm gonna get. No worries. I am the OC bloke. Are you talking about? Are you the Australian? Are you the Australian? It's alright, man. You are loved like brother by many people and loved like a son to your heavenly Father. Though you may leave the house of God in spite of him, he always there waiting for his son to return. God, yes. Yes. I do, and that's why I do love Christianity. Even though I don't agree with a lot of things in Christianity, and I don't think it's necessary that I disagree with Christianity. I think it's the people that are like associated with Christianity that I don't like. I don't like the hypocrisy, and it's not hypocrisy. Christianity is not hypocrisy. I don't like the hypocritical Christians. You know, I don't like the prideful Christians, which even in the Ten Commandments is like, isn't it a sin? Well, it's not a commandments, but isn't it a sin to be prideful? And that's the thing. A lot of Christians are very prideful, and I think that's what turns a lot of people off from Christianity. You know, Cosmic Dice. Yes, so you are the Australian guy. Welcome back. I love Australia. Someday I'll move to Australia. I swear I must have been Australian in my past life. My favorite James Bond actor is Australian, I think. George Lazenby from On Her Majesty's Secret Service, the best 007 movie. I recommend you all who are watching this live stream, if you could do anything that I recommend from this live stream, please go watch On Her Majesty's Secret Service 007. My favorite James Bond movie of all time. Best 007 actor, George Lazenby. And I'm hoping to get Jacob Elordi to play 007. He would be great as 007. But yeah. Shout out to Australia. I love Australia. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of beautiful people in this world. There's a lot of good people in this world, but I think there's a lot of soulless, cruel people in this world who don't give a hoot or dang, and they will literally take advantage of kind-hearted people. And I think that the bad people, are hurting the good people too much. Where the good people are starting to, we're all starting to like recoil and stay away from each other. And I think that's the thing that hurts. It's like it doesn't hurt that there's bad people in this world. It hurts that bad people are making where good people are not coming together. Where we're too damaged and too scared and too like too skeptical of each other to even come together as good people. You know, none of us are good people, to be honest. You're right. And that's why even in the Bible, it says that we're all sinners. And that's one thing I will agree with. Is like we all are sinners. So that's why I never will ever judge my fellow man or woman as like I'm better. Like, oh, I'm better. You're scum. You're scum. It's like I don't who am I to say that? God could be looking at me like, yo, who you be talking? That's why I never judge somebody, because you don't know if God is looking at you like, you shouldn't be talking. You're going to hell. You're going first though. You're going first though. I don't know why you're telling anybody you're going to hell. It's like you being you're in a cop car, in the back of a cop car, telling the person next to you you're going to go to jail for a long time, buddy. And the cop's like, yeah, including you. Yeah, including you. I don't know why you're telling him that. you know, that's why I don't judge people. It's like we should all worry about our path in life. Because when we're getting judged by God, it doesn't matter what our fellow man was doing. I don't care if he was a good man or evil man. God is going to be asking us, what did you do? I'm not asking you what your fellow man or your fellow woman did next to you. What did you do? That's what God's going to be asking us. And we can't be like, well, but I did this because they did this, though. It's like, no. We like to imagine God as a president or a human leader, but the closest thing we have is a human father figure, and seeing the state of that in America, it shows you why Americans don't know God very well. Yes, I am an American, and so am I. I'm an American too. America is, you know, I think America has potential. I think the American people there's a lot of beautiful, amazing American people, and I think the American population has a lot of potential of being holy and being and walking a righteous path with God. But I think that the leaders, yes, the government are evil. Yes, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. I think it's the government and the few wicked amongst us who are steering the ship, and it's these people who are destroying this country. I think there's a lot of great Americans. Even you. Look how we're getting along. Like and we have completely different perceptions of life, and I think that a lot of Americans are just like us. A lot of Americans could get along, and but we have people who are like, this whole video is based on narcissists, soulless individuals, soulless people who don't care. It doesn't. They don't want to coexist. They want to dominate. They want a zoo. They don't want to coexist like the jungle, with like all the animals living in harmony with each other. They want to dominate all the animals like a zookeeper. That's the problem with this world, is that we have the few who don't want to coexist with all of us. We have the few who feel like, oh, we're meant to rule all of you forever. It's like, what? No. You're not meant to rule all of us forever. We're meant to all live together. I only want to not exist by... I only want to not coexist by dying. Laugh my It's just, it's just like, that's the key of life, is that we are all meant to coexist. We're all meant to coexist with each other. I love being around new people. I love diversity. I love seeing all kind of different ethnic groups. I love being around Latino people. I love being around white people. I love being around Asians. I love being around the whole, the indigenous people, whole, black people. I really love it when all of us are intermingling together, where we all blend together, where we almost lose our ethnic groups, where we really do begin to see each other as just human beings. That's when I think that's beautiful. I think that's life is so beautiful. And I think that's really Christian. I think that's really what God wants, is all of his children to live in harmony with one another. I am deaf Christian nihilist. What does Christian nihilist mean? What does Christian nihilist mean? I got a mosquito bite. Damn mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. I mean, I don't hate mosquitoes. Mosquitoes have a purpose too. Nothing matters in the entire world but God. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of feel that same way. That's the thing. If I only thing I love about Christianity is God. I think that's the only thing. Only thing I love about Christianity is God. I don't love the people surrounding Christianity. I don't like the organizations that call themselves a Christian organization. Like I don't like the Catholic Church. Okay, let's put it that way. It's like I'm a God-fearing man who hates the Catholic Church. Let's put it that way. That's who I am. I'm a God-fearing man who hates the Catholic Church. I don't like the church. I don't like the priest. But I love God. I would die. I worship God. I don't worship the priest. Christian, the whole world is dead to them, and they are dead to the world. Yeah, yeah. I think the older I get, the more I realize that's true. Honestly, I feel in another lifetime I could have been like a priest. I could have been like, I feel like I could have been a priest in all lifetime, because I just like being by myself, and I am like a asexual person. I'm not like a lustful person. I don't really look at people sexually anymore. I used to, look at women all the time. I used to be very sexual, but now I'm almost like asexual. I'm just kind of like, I just like peace. I feel like a senior citizen as a young person. I'm only 30 years old. I feel like I'm like 60. I've seen guys going from doing cocaine, going to strip clubs, right to a priest. Hey, that is true. I've heard that story too. Don't judge a book by its cover. the greatest priests have probably been the greatest demons at one time. You know, sometimes, you need a monster to fight monsters. I do believe in that quote, that saying, you need a monster to fight monsters. Sometimes a monster realizes they're a monster, and then they become the greatest ally to the innocent. Mary Emmanuel. One of my favorite angels is Saint Michael. If one thing I would say is one of my favorite angels is Saint Michael. That's who did it. Right to a priest. Oh yeah. Well, let's get walking to IHOP. So it's not too humid today. I'm thinking of what to do. I kind of want to go see a movie. I love going to the theater. I love going to the movies. I kind of want to go. I saw Supergirl. Supergirl is a good movie. I actually really like Supergirl. I think I want to go see it again. Well, let's get walking. Let's get to stepping. Let's get to stepping. This is YouTube, or this YouTuber. Her name was I think it was like stepping. She just is like a hiker. She's adorable. She always says, "Let's get to stepping." She's like so adorable. She's so nerdy. It's like, I don't know. I've always had a thing for like nerdy girls. Like, I don't know. It's just I don't know. She's adorable. Dude, Seth Rogen is making a movie that's really fucking. That's right. Seth Rogen's. What is the movie? Oh, is it an A24 movie? Is it an A24 movie with Seth Rogen? And I don't know. It's some other actress that's popular. I forget her name. But is it like an A24 movie with Seth Rogen? Yeah, actually, I saw a trailer for that movie. That's crazy that you bring that up, because actually, it's so fucking uncomfortable. I know. I actually kind of want to see that movie. That movie actually looks kind of interesting. I think that movie looks kind of interesting. Let's get walking. I forget what that movie's even about. I know it takes place in an apartment, and it's like Seth Rogen is in a relationship. Like it's like two couples or something. I don't know. I forgot. It's been a long time since I've seen the trailer, so I kind of forget what the premise of the story is. Give me a second. Oh, my leg. My leg. Give me a second. Alrighty. Wait. I kind of don't know. I you know how I got I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been talking a lot of shit about that Obsession movie, and I've been thinking like maybe I should watch it just so that, since I've been talking so much crap about it, because I feel like I have to at least give it a chance if I'm gonna, it's like, so at least I actually could give a real review, but I don't know. I just didn't really like the story for the trailer, the Obsession. So, but I love the back rooms. I saw the back rooms. Back rooms is great. That's like one of my favorite. That's my favorite film of the year so far. Just give me 1 second. Oh, gotta go back to the sun. Beaver. Beaver. Okay. Let's rock. Let's rock. Gotta rock the cool shades now. Alright, so we're rolling. We're rocking and rolling. You guys want to see what I'm looking at? Let's switch the camera around. Get a different angle. Just walk it. Oh, it's humid out here. I hate humidity. Try not to slip down here or break my legs. I kind of want to see that movie with Seth Rogen. I think that would be kind of fun. I saw that trailer a little while ago. I don't even know what that movie is called. But movies I'm looking forward to seeing, well, to start off, I'm gonna flip the camera around. I want to see The Odyssey, the Christopher Nolan movie. I'm a huge Christopher Nolan fan. Oh, it's called The Invite. This was called The Invite. Thank you. I'm gonna remember that. The Invite. Yeah, I want to see that movie. But the movies that I'm looking forward to seeing, I really want to see The Odyssey. I love Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan is like my favorite director of all time. The Dark Knight, when that movie came out, I saw that in the theater so many times. And I actually liked Tenet. I know a lot of people didn't like Tenet. I actually thought it was really good. I love that movie. I thought it was a really good movie. Oh, I just saw someone pass by. It was a guy. He gives me rides to work sometimes. I saw a sticker. He has a little Mexican flag. So I'm pretty sure that was him. But anyway. Oh, my dad just posted something. I'm a sub to you. I'll be back. Thank you, man. God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. See you again. You have a good one. Look at this. Look at this. Maybe I should go the other way. I should probably go going the other way this time. It's so nice out. I know why I know why people like walking here. I just like when there's no one here because I like just the isolation. It's so pretty. It's so beautiful. Oh, it's such a nice day. All right, let's get to stepping. Let's get to stepping. Oh my God. This one girl YouTuber, that's like stuck in my head now. How would we say that? Let's get to stepping. Let's get to stepping. But yeah, I don't know what movie I want to see today. I kind of want to go. I want to go to the theater. I'm really thinking I want to go see Supergirl. Because I really like that movie. The movie was really good. I know that the critics and the audience are giving it bad reviews. I don't know what the audience is giving that movie, but I know the critics think it's bad. I know everybody's like saying this movie's horrible, but I thought it was pretty good. man. I think I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go the way I usually go. There's just too many people down here. I don't know, I'm too much of an introvert. Y'all gonna follow me to IHOP. We're going on a little journey. It's not too humid. It's gotten a little better. It was like really humid. I wish I had a sidewalk. Woo. I know I don't like doing live streams because I don't like just filming myself doing nothing. But I'm gonna try to do live stream every day because I don't know. It's just a good way to I just like creating things. I know it's not like the most effort making content, like just turning on a camera and just filming. But I mean, I think it's kind of cool to have you guys just kind of, follow, a day in our life with me. I think it's just kind of fun to, have that kind of footage of just me living my life. Not everything needs to be scripted. Not everything needs to be theatrical and cinematic. That's part of the reason I don't like YouTube, is that everything is so like cinematic and so scripted and artificial. It's like, I liked YouTube back in the day when it was just people filming themselves just living life. Yeah, right now I'm taking a different route. I'm taking a different route to IHOP. Usually I would take this route that walks around the lake or the pond. I don't know what they're calling it. I think it's like a pond. No, it's a lake. It's a small, tiny lake. A little tiny lake. But usually I will walk around the lake. But there's just too many people out today. And I'm not in the mood to socialize or be next to people. I'm just kind of an introvert, loner. I'm in that loner vibe right now. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I want to be by myself. Woo, it's so hot out here, man. It's like I don't mind the heat, it's just when it's like humid. I'm gonna try to cross the street. Oh, but yeah, again, about narcissistic people, getting back to the topic, it's just, I'm just happy by myself. I'm just really enjoying my life. The more I spend time alone, I'm enjoying my life. Like, the more I'm just like disconnecting from people, And I feel like I always was like, I felt guilty leaving, like just kind I always felt like being on your own and just like kind of disassociating from people is like wrong. But I'm kind of reaching a point where I'm tired of caring, I'm tired of trying, you know. Man, it's just like, bro, I'm not responsible for everybody's feelings. You know, like, nobody's making sure I'm happy. Nobody's making sure I'm happy. That's one thing I want to tell everybody is like, hey, you gotta always ask yourself, is anyone making sure you're happy? And that's one thing, it's like, we always, you know, I feel like so many of us was like, oh, I don't want to make them upset. I don't want to make them upset. And I'm thinking, I think you need to ask yourself a question. Do they care if you're happy, though? I think whenever you feel like, I don't want to make them upset, I don't want to piss them off, I don't want to... But you should always ask yourself the same question. You should ask yourself an equal question, which is, do they care if you're happy? Do they care about how you feel? And I think if someone doesn't care about how you feel, you shouldn't give a shit about how they feel. You know, and I think that's the one, I think that will solve so many problems. I think that people really need to start asking themselves, do they care about me as much as I care about them? That's pretty much it. I think that's easy. That's a good way of finding out. That's a good way of weeding out people who you need to remove out of your life. You know. Look at the sun. The sun. The sun. Man, I'm sweating. It's like hot as hell out here. Woo! We got some people playing tennis. I was just thinking, I was talking to one of my coworkers about that movie Challengers. It's a movie with Zendaya. It's about like tennis. And I was like, Zendaya is so bad in that movie, man. It's like, I actually like Challengers. It's just like the worst thing about that movie was Zendaya. Whoa. Man, I'm sweating so much right now. Oh, what time is it? It is 9:01. We are an hour and 13 minutes into our live stream. How is everyone doing? Whew. Beefos. I'm like bouncing right now. Look at this. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm literally bouncing on this while you're walking. So you guys see I'm bouncing. Whoop, 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 whoop. Gotta walk, whoop, whoop. Do not want to fall. We made it. Oh my god. It's like 100 degrees. Let's go in here. see what's going on in here. Beef house. Beef house. What's this place? Watch me get killed in here. I'm gonna get murked, everybody. It was nice knowing all you. Oh. I'm just walking around. Beef house. I don't know if I'm supposed to be back here. I don't know. I think this is a trail. IDK about this dog. Maybe take a left right here. Oh, it's a hiking path. So we're allowed to go back here. We're allowed to go back here. For a bit, I was like, I don't know if I'm allowed to go back here. But so it is a hiking path. Oh shit! What is this? Am I supposed to be up here though? I don't think I'm allowed to be up. Am I allowed to be up here? Damn, that must be nice. You were over there just chilling in the water. You see? I think I'm pretty much out of this. It's like hot as hell out here today. I'm wearing a tank top. I should probably just put that tank top on. I'm gonna find some place to put my phone down. You know, go back. Let's go back. No. Yeah. Let's go back. Let's go back. Bye. Beef house. Let's go. Man. Oh, never mind. Someone's there. Yep. Yeah, I didn't see someone was there. So. It's so hot. It's so hot. I can't wait to go to IHOP. I'm so hungry. I'm hungry. It's nice. It's nice out today. It's not too hot, but it is a little humid. But it's not too humid. I've never been over here. Look at this. It's like I'm on the opposite side of the lake. Oh, so this is what they see when I'm over there. Oh, that's cool. This is a nice spot. I kind of want to know where you can get a boat. Computer money update. Only thing is, how do I get out of this? How do I get out of this park? That's the one thing I want to know. Look at this. Pretty. This is what I'm looking at. It's so hot outside today. Come on. What is this spot? The trading part. Oh, this looks nice. I legit have never been over here before. This is so weird. I've never been over here before. This is so weird. Look what I'm looking at right now. Look. I've never been over here. Whoa. Oh. Okay, I don't know what's going on over here. I should have not came over here. Should I? Oh, it's a good explorer. No fishing in scuba area. Oh, you scuba dive in there? I didn't know they had scuba. What? I didn't know you could scuba dive over here. What? Oh, I think you could, so you can rent these canoes over here? That's kind of cool. There are canoes over here. That's kind of cool. It's like, oh, it's nice out. It's not that bad. Look at these flowers. They look beautiful. What is this? Of course. Subscription. Got charged of it. Subscription. You just got charged for a subscription. I kind of wanted to watch that HBO anyway. I love HBO Max. There's a lot. I'd rather have HBO Max than Netflix. Netflix is like, yeah, it's a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of shit is garbage. HBO Max, at least it has stuff there that I don't know. It's like, I love watching movies with people. I'm not really a person that's like, I mean, unless it's a movie I really want to see. And it's like, I don't know. I love watching movies with people. That's why I love going to the theater. Well, with the audience that likes the movies. Where the hell am I? I didn't even know they had this back here. This is crazy. I'm coming back here again. This is actually kind of nice. Yeah, I'm sweating. Ah, dang it. He's an interesting character. He's but he's like, he's not real. How do you say the same thing? You can say, well, you didn't know if he's not real. Well, say, well, you don't know if he is. No. So we both have the same argument. I'm not gonna say I'm completely right. I'm not gonna say you're right either. So can we agree to disagree at least? Paddle boarding, rentals, and lessons. Aw, look at the little baby. Ugh. I was just looking at a little chipmunk. Dang it. Whew. So I know where it is now. This was it. They're hiding all this back here. You hiding all this. What is that over there? Is that someone's private property? Weird. I don't know what's hell going on over there. Oh, see? Isn't that weird? They were literally explaining what I was looking at. Because I was like, what the hell am I looking at? Oh, that's so nice. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that noise. Look at that noise. Love nature. Nature's beautiful. It's hot as hell in here. Whew. Oh, I think we're pretty close. Oh, that's pretty close right there, what you just did. I was pretty close. I know, I was like ape shit. That was pretty close. That was pretty close. I almost died. I almost died. See, that's why you have that good reflexes. Damn, I'm just thinking, fucked up my shoes though. Damn, why is every shoe like the actual bottom of the shoe is like garbage? Yeah, I like to live in a place like this. Like a nice apartment area. Like I like this. Look at this. Looks so nice. You know. I like places that look like this. Kind of like modern. Where the fuck am I? I don't know where the fuck am I. I got some walking to do. Whew. How much battery got left? Got a good amount of battery. A good amount of battery. It's 9 o'clock. Dun, 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 dun. I gotta pee. Where the hell am I, dog? Oh, I think I'm farther than I think it was. Nah, I'm not that far. Whew. Barnacle burrs. Barnacle burrs. Oh, that looks cool. Kind of want to check this out real quick. It's art. Might as well save it on my live stream. That looks nice. Sick of the no. That looks nice too. What is this, chalk? Let's see what this says. Sponsored by Water's Edge. Artwork by Gabriel. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Curated by Crystal Lake Public Arts Commission. House? Oh, huh. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Whew. Man. Dang. Oh, what is this? Blood. Oh, this is a nice neighborhood. Nice apartment complex. Oh. James Bond. James Bond. James Bond. James Bond. James Bond. James Bond. I'm ready to eat now. I guess we should probably wrap this live stream up. What do you guys think, huh? I think. And then with a little art. It's pretty cool. But I enjoyed our time together, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a good day. Stay safe. Stay dreaming. Keep stepping. Oh my God.